This is my why. North Dakota Carnivore changed my life. Kept it simple, stripped it down, turned it all the way around. Lost the weight, cleared my mind, left that old road far behind. What I found was something true, did it myself, and so can you.
Good evening. That was a short version of the intro there. So, hey, it's that time. Today, day 3, 72 hours of my 72-hour fast. There you go. I made it. 72.2 at 6 o'clock. So, I actually did break my fast right about that time. I went out to the living room and I was setting my stuff up in here. And grabbed a couple pieces of bacon, came in here, hit my timer, stopped it, and that's where I ended my fast. Sat down and ate 4 pieces of bacon. Yeah, beautiful. So I didn't test my ketones when I woke up because, again, I'm a bonehead. I left my meter in here, and I barely remembered it to take it to work with me. I was going to do them when I got to work, and I remembered that it was 11 o'clock or something like that. Well, 12:35 is when I remembered. My glucose was at 68 at 12:35. My ketones were at 3.5. So it gave me a DBR of 18, which isn't bad. And then at 5:30, right before I left work, I was at 76 and 3.9 for, again, a 18 DBR. And one of the most important things to do when you're fasting is, it's said in every slide deck that I've put up, sleep and reduce stress. Some of the most important things that you can do. This is my watch this morning. 6 hours and 54 minutes of sleep from 9 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the morning. Just a little bit of restlessness, but my REM sleep was 1 hour 32 minutes, and then my deep sleep was 1 hour and 8 minutes. This was actually a really good sleep. And generally I wake up like right before my alarm goes off, and it annoys the hell out of me. But when I'm in a higher state with ketones, I sleep really good too. My resting heart rate, you can see on this here, my resting heart rate was at 59 beats per minute this morning. That's what it was overnight. Ignore the heart rate over on the left here. That's actually from today. Sometime today, my heart rate was actually at 55 this morning. My heart rate variability. This is an important number. You can see the big spike right there. That was actually 32, I believe. And then I dropped down to 24 or 23, 25, or 26 here, then 27 this morning. So it's actually really good. Good numbers. Heart rate's going down. My heart rate variability is going up. It's on the actual going up. And then my weight. Oh, I forgot to do that one. My weight. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to play with my phone here for just a moment while I'm doing this. See if I can figure out how to get to where I want to go. Kind of there, but not that one. I weighed myself when I got home today. I normally Do not do this. Oh, come on. I normally don't weigh myself during the day after I've worked because you drink water, you drink whatever. I gave up coffee, so I can't say I'm drinking coffee, but it was actually really cool. I weighed myself when I got home. I had to go to the bathroom, so I said, fuck it, I'm going to weigh myself. I'm going to see what I weigh. And I was completely surprised, caught off guard a little bit. I was expecting to be heavier after work than I was during work. My weight this morning was 212, and I was at 211 this morning, or at tonight when I got home, I was at 211. So that's even better for me. I was really surprised to see the weight go down that much. A full pound during the day like this is tremendous for me. I've actually never had it happen where I've lost weight during the day. And let's see. Just added that. Well, you can see my scroll here, my current weight as of 21 minutes ago was 211. And you can see my weight going up a little bit, then coming down, then going up a little bit, and coming back down. So it's really nice to see that it's going down. That puts me back to, I think it's 36 pounds, 136 pounds I've lost. As of this point, my total weight loss, I've been down to 205, so I've lost 142 pounds altogether, but I've gained some back. But I'm going back down. 23 days ago, my weight was back to 227. I started this fasting routine where I'm trying to do the intermittent fasting at least one day a week, and I'm doing the alternate or the 3-day fast Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. In the last 23 days, I've lost 16 pounds. So I'm very happy with that. It's got my weight going in the trend in the right direction. It's where I want to be. So I got to move this out of the way because that's in the way of my screen. Let's go up here and say good morning or good afternoon, morning. So I'm used to do my morning live streams, even though this is my third evening live stream. I still want to say morning. Good evening, Brian and everybody. It's nice to see you here today, Brian. Yeah, I love this shirt. Can eat meat, carnivore. I actually just ordered one for my wife. I should pull that one up here. Where's it at? I didn't think about putting that in here. I ordered a t-shirt for my wife today. And the worst part is I don't remember if I ordered this particular color, if I ordered her the black one. Because my wife is also one of those that really enjoys this particular product. So I ordered my wife a Butter Woman shirt from Booby Goats. My wife she has always been one to eat butter. She loves butter. And she'll just sit on butter whenever. And it doesn't affect her blood sugar, so I don't care. But she does have, emergencies at times. So you can have too much butter. It is possible. Ron, hey, I love the video. I do too. John Together Strong did such an amazing job on that one. And I actually felt really bad because he sent me the 2 other versions of this song in an email saying that he had a song for me, and then they asked me what type of music I like. He was referring to the 2 songs that were attached, the 2 versions. when I was looking on my phone, I didn't see that there was attachments to it. And I replied back to him that, my type of music, I like stuff like Five Finger Death Punch, the heavy metal rock. And it wasn't till I was actually on a walk when I did that. I get back from that walk, and about an hour later, I come in my office and I'm looking at stuff, and that's when I realized that he had an attachment on there, and he had two other versions of it, and they're really good too. But then he made that one, and man, he knocked that one out of the park. Yep, there's some good numbers today. Yeah, I hit that like button. I wish I had a party button I could push on here. Can you dig it kind of thing? Aaron, hey, good evening. Aaron, Brian. Okay, well, more Aaron, John, Booby Goats. I see Thomas is in here. And have you guys also seen that you can add your live streams that you do to the Kiltz calendar for events? I just figured out how to do it. You have to go onto the Mighty app, and when you're on the calendar, then it'll let you add to the calendar. So this one here, I just put onto the Kiltz calendar today. I was, playing around with it, trying to figure it out. I emailed Alia, and she was trying to figure out why we can't do it off the desktop. And she said something about the Mighty app, and I'm like, well, let me look. And lo and behold, it worked on the Mighty app. Speaking of John Together Strong, good evening. How are you doing today, John? It's nice to see you in here again. Aaron, hey. I don't know if you were in here when I showed that, but I picked up a shirt off of your site for my wife. I got her a Butter Woman shirt because she loves butter. Right? I love this shirt. I like the other one too. They're really cool shirts. I have the coffee mug coming of this one too. So I'll be drinking bone broth with that. Thomas, good evening, sir. Yeah, the whole gang is here. You're so cold last night while fasting. Yeah, that happens to my hands. The rest of my body's okay, but my hands get cold. And generally, like right now, I had 4 pieces of bacon at 6:02, and my hands are already starting to warm up. Just a little bit of fat helps. It's really weird. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good interview today, Thomas. There was some good information that she was talking about. Had a good time in the chat. Yeah, your scale is cheap and unreliable. You're going to have to get a better one. Yeah, the digital scale I have that I started with and my digital scale that I have that connects to my phone are 2 pounds off. My original scale shows I'm 2 pounds lighter than my newer scale. What do I go by? I will take the readings off of the digital scale and show them on here because it's easier to do. But I know in my head I'm 2 pounds lighter. Yeah, it is what it is. But goes my scale. Oh, my scale is cheap. Okay. John, I threw my scale away. My clothes fit fine. My clothes are fitting better. Even the pants I'm wearing now. Again, I have, I think, 3 pairs of size 32 pants. And when I'm fasting like this, they're actually loose on me, which is really nice. You like your scale? You trust it? Yeah, it is great. Yeah, the lunchtime walk actually works pretty good, Aaron. It sucks that you're on a phone that you can't really see the comments and interact like that, but you do a really good job interacting with everybody. So that is amazing. Yeah, I like watching them. What the heck is going on? Oh, what did my computer just do? Huh. Well, I'm going to have to move it over here. You guys are going to have to bear with me for just a moment here. All right, I'm back. Did it work? I have no idea. All right. So I don't know what the heck just happened. I apparently lost my internet connection for a moment. Is everybody still here? That's what I want to know. I disappeared for a moment. Holy cow. Shellbell, hey, it's nice seeing you here. Congrats on the weight loss. Thank you very much. You lost 10 pounds so far. Awesome. The goal is to drop under 200 pounds in July. In July 2 anniversary is July, 2-year anniversary is July 12th. That's awesome, Shellbell. How close are you to that? Are you going to make it to that weight? I hope you do. That'd be amazing. You can get a Can You Dig It from Larry. You can get a Can You Dig It for a 10-pound weight loss so far, too. Everybody's, yeah, it's a great job for Shell. Aaron says, I want to include music in videos, but people have me scared with copyright stuff and whatnot. Yeah, there's some videos that you can use, some music you can use, and some that you can't. I don't know which ones are which either. That's why I don't do anything like that. I know the one I do from John I can use. And then the ones that come with StreamYard you can use too. So, and those are just some generic music. I don't know. You can also buy a license too to use some of this stuff. You haven't been able to get into fasting yet, Thomas, or? Yep. Yep, the Kiltz calendar. It's actually pretty cool. I figured out how to do it on my phone. I can't do it off of my computer, but I can do it on my phone. Bacon Runner, switch formats. How you doing? Nice to see you tonight. Right, and I was looking at that today, and I was seeing that Amy was on there. I'm like, well, how in the heck do you do that? Because I remember when Alia put that out, that we were able to add our lives to the calendar now, to the event calendar. And I was trying to figure it out. I emailed Alia, and she said that she'd have to contact Mighty to find out why, because they run off the Mighty network. And then I was like, oh, the Mighty app. Let me check that. And it worked. Wait, Thomas said, I am fasting during ADF 8 hours, feasting to 40 hours fasting. Okay. That's good. And that's not a bad fast. 40 hours is pretty good. You still get into an autophagy. You still get your glycogen down. You still get your insulin down. So there's a lot of benefits to that. And you're right at the marker where you start to reset your immunity. So that's a very helpful fast. That's what I did back in December and January, 36 to 60 hour fast, depending upon how I was feeling. You plan to fast as well? You're so ready to fast. It is a different way to do stuff, and I really enjoy how I feel when I'm fasting. Johnson, how's the phone app working out? You just add some features to it, working on the app for the Apple phone now. I wasn't able to put it on there yet. I haven't checked it out. I'm going to be doing that after I get done with this live stream. My Android phone has a setting in there because it's basically a side-loaded app, and it's not from the App Store. It was telling me it wouldn't download it. I had to go change some settings, and I got to find out where they are. So once I download it, I can change those settings back. Aaron said I just picked up a scale and go with it. I own two, usually pretty close. Yeah, within 2 pounds is pretty good. I don't mind. But I'll definitely take the one that shows me as a lighter weight when I get to my goal weight and I celebrate the first time, because that'll be, something big. But when I get to my final goal weight at 190, I'll use the other one so I know I'm down below it. Jessica, hello. How are you today? It's nice to see you. So nice that you could come in today. You're still using your Weight Watcher scale, Shellbell? Yeah, waiting. You have to weigh in to motivate you. Yeah. And some people do. Again, I can't fix what I don't track. I can't fix my blood sugars if I'm not tracking them. I can't fix my ketones if I'm not tracking them. I can't fix my weight if I'm not tracking. When I hit my 205 mark, I stopped weighing myself. And the next time I stepped on the scale, I was at like 215 or 217. And I was like, holy cow. I didn't feel any different. My waist and my stomach, my clothes still fit really good. But I was like, wow. And then I just let it go for too many months. And now I'm back to, I track my ketones, I track my blood glucose, and I track my weight. And I keep it in front of me so I know what I'm doing, so I know what I need to do. Brian says, I broke my fast with hamburger, wanted to break it with roast, but it was frozen. Yeah, I've got a ground beef and ground pork mixture that I'm going to be breaking my fast officially. Well, I broke it with bacon because I like bacon. But my actual meal I'm going to have after this live is going to be ground beef and pork mixture that I have. Maybe a little bit of taco seasoning with it too from the Carnivore Chef, Carnivore Companion stuff. It's really good. Yeah, you can see the chats. It's just hard to move it up and down. And if you click on it to show it on the screen, you have to click on it again to take it off the screen before you can scroll down to click on the next one. So that's a pain in the rear. One of the things I was thinking is I have an adapter where I can put a regular USB adapter into my phone, and I can plug my mouse into it. And then you can click on it with your mouse, and that's a lot easier to do, but it's hard to do when you're walking. Your dog caught his first baby rabbit? That's awesome. Did he bring it in and share it with you? Uh-oh. What is going on here? Again, I cannot move anything on my screen. So I don't know if I lost my connection or what happened again. I can scroll down the bottom. Am I still on? I don't. Oh, there we go. It's back. My computer keeps freezing on me and I can't do anything on my screens. Oh, now it's gone again. What the heck is going on? Change that one. But it won't let me go to Aaron's. Aaron said I wanted to break my fast with hamburger ball wrapped in bacon, but apparently it was a hit. So you had some, just add some bacon. Awesome. That's what I would do. I like the bacon anyway. I don't know why it won't let me click on Aaron's. That's sad. Awesome. Bacon wrap burger. Was it a bacon wrap burger? Or was it like a just a good sized meatball? They looked really good. Bacon wrapped hot dog. We had a Mexican restaurant that was close to my work that sold that bacon wrapped hot dogs on a bun. That was before I ate carnivore. Yep. You have 8 more pounds to drop. Awesome. And I know you'll get there. It's not that far away, but it's a possibility still. You stuff them with Swiss cheese. Ooh, that sounds really good. Right? You got this, Shellbell. Uncle Charlie, how you doing today? It says, Thomas, I was on your channel before you didn't ask my questions. Yeah. They had a good conversation going on there. Brian says I could wrap a stick in bacon. Would be the best bacon wrap stick ever. Right? Good evening, Uncle Charlie. A lot of music from YouTube can use it, really. That's interesting. I wish we could know which ones we could use for sure though, because that'd be nice. Right, Brian, just air fry some bacon twists today, right? That does sound great. I really want to get some. My wife just made 3 pounds of bacon, and I didn't even tell her to make twists out of them. Joanne, how you doing? So nice to see you here. Checking in late. No, you're right on time, because I'm, of course, having trouble with my computer tonight for whatever reason. Replaying at 2x speed to catch up. And Carnivore Ron says he uses some of his own music at times. I've noticed that some of the music you have on your channel is actually pretty nice. I like the older stuff. Every other day, so you're on round 3. Awesome. And that's what I've been struggling with, Thomas, because I've been struggling getting in the ADF into the fasting. That's why I can do these 3-day fasts. I can do 5, I can do 7. I don't have problems doing it. It's that 36-hour to 40-hour fast that I have trouble with right now. Donna Ray says I had sardines and sausage with just a little yellow mustard. That's why I'm going with sardines from now on. Yeah. Sausage and mustard. I like those too. Well, look who is on this time. Charger Mopar. How are you doing? It's nice to see you, Rick. You're fasting today, Uncle Charlie? Awesome. After that big meal you had on the 4th, you need to fast, right? Rick and Milton. Yeah, there's still time, Shellbell. Jessica says, I'm glad to be here and listen to your live. Definitely helps with other carnivore animal-based diet. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's what this is about. It's about accountability and helping out. Just makes a big difference. Brian's telling Thomas his wife, my wife made me do it. You're not even funny. Papa Carnivore. Did I miss Papa Carnivore? I don't see Peter. Oh, wait. Do we have people in the other stream? No. Thanks, Uncle Charlie. I like this shirt too. Gary's got some nice shirts. Just made some hard-boiled eggs in the air fryer for tomorrow. Aaron asked you. Oh. Yeah, you can do hard-boiled eggs in air fryer. think my wife has done them once, and it worked better in the basket air fryer than it does in the big air fryer that we have now. Uncle Charlie's saying a nice interview with Meathead, Rick. That was a pretty good interview. Okay, you do. Yeah, everything else on my screen froze. I couldn't do anything on it. I don't know why. Aaron made 6 today. Kids loved them. That's awesome. All right. Uncle Charlie says, Lance, you're trying a influencer with the video before and after pictures. Before and after pictures they're a very powerful thing to show people what I look like before, what I look like after. I don't even recognize myself. When I look at my driver's license and another license I have, they were taken in March and April prior to me starting the carnivore diet, just a few months before. If I get stopped, they're not going to believe it's me. Jessica wants to know what my usual fasting schedule is, if I have one. For right now, what I'm doing, Jessica, is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I'm fasting. So after my last meal Sunday night, I try to have it done by 6 p.m. Then I fast for 72 hours. So like tonight, 6 p.m., 6:02, I got to eat. And I'm going to be doing that for the foreseeable future. It's working to get my weight trend down. Oh yeah. See, I kicked everything out of my show, my presentations and everything are all gone. I was gonna just click on my weight, but it's gone. But then either Friday or Saturday, depending upon how I feel, I'm gonna do a 36-hour alternate day fast. So if I do it Friday, then it'd be Thursday night after my last meal. I'll fast until Saturday morning. If I do it Saturday, then it'll be Friday until Sunday morning. And I did this last Saturday, and it worked out really well for me. And that's what's helped keeping my weight trending down. So that's where I want to be, and that's what I want to be doing. So what does anybody else's fasting schedule look like? You still have a bit to go, but there's a goal for the month of July, so you'll push hard to make it. Right? And I'm trying to do the same thing. I want to push hard. I want to get to my goal weight, and I want to do it soon. I don't want to, take that, what is it, half a pound a week, if they say, or whatever. That's too slow. I'm done with doing that. You make me sick trying to fast. You get sick when you try to fast? Thomas, yes, I saw some of it, but we'll watch later. Yeah. I'm actually 59 years old. I'll be 60 in January. Let's see. John Laspina was able to use his iPhone with the app. I might have to try that on my work iPhone to see if it'll work on my work iPhone. Jester, how you doing? This is me saying hi to my future self because Lance is way behind in reading chats. Hey, I'm catching up. Come on. I'm only a couple of minutes behind now. You see the events in Kiltz Mighty? Yep. In the Mighty app, you can see the events in there, and you can actually add your live streams to them. John says the first 36 hours is always the roughest for me when fasting, and it is for me too. And I don't know why, but I had great success doing it in December and January and the first part of February, but now I struggle with it. Are you doing good? You had to buy a new keyboard? The last time I had to buy a new keyboard is because my grandson broke the pegs off the back of mine. You know, the ones that tilted up just a little bit. He was in here while my wife and I were gone out of town. He was watching the dogs and house sitting for us, and he was in here. He had his computer or his Xbox hooked up to my monitor so he could play an Xbox. Come back, and one of my stands on the back of it was broke off. Joanne, I binged so much after a 24-hour fast. Yeah. I'm not sure if I should be fasting with a binge eating disorder. Yeah, I don't know if you should or not. One of the things that you could try to is trying to control it. And that's one of the things that I've had to learn to do too when I'm doing the extended fast. Alternate day fasting and 72-hour fast, I don't have an issue with. But when I run into the longer fasts, like when I do a 5-day or a 7-day fast, I have to be very careful because I want to eat everything. How do you like your stream? Are you talking to me or talking to someone else? Right. Carnivore on. To get music, scroll down to the music on your studio audio library. Right, they do have some music in there. When's your next live, Aaron? Anita Breeze put up a new sardine video yesterday. I saw that. I haven't watched it yet. I am going to have to watch it. Why Carnivore Explained. Good evening. It's nice to see you here. Is your computer hooked up directly to your router? If not, that would probably help with your live streams. Yeah. This is actually the first time I've had issues with this in a long time. I restart my laptop before I do my lives. I don't know if we have something going on where our internet provider was spotty or what was going on with that. But it's nice to see you here. Jessica saying, Joanne, I ran into that problem too when fasting. I have a hard time with self-control. And that's where realizing that you have that's something you can work on while you're working on fasting. Yeah, it was a great interview. Meathead's actually a good guy. Brian say, hi, Dean. Great interview yesterday with Dave Mack. Jester says, I am the least dependable accountability buddy you could have, but at least I'll be somewhere for you. Absolutely. Unless you put the carnivore and carnivore diet. Thanks, Uncle Charlie. Brian saying today is his 1-year anniversary with Diamond Dallas Page Yoga. I have a day 1 and now picture. Awesome. I don't know if I have that link in here for pictures or not. I don't see it in my widgets. So I'll find it for Saturday. So if you want to share it, I'll have it. Absolutely. Sharing's the best thing to do. Jerry, how are you? Awesome. You're on day 8 of your fast. Well, congratulations, Jerry. You're doing another 30-day fast, and that is amazing. I still haven't gone past 7 days. Well, 7.5 days. I've done 185 hours, and that's as far as I've got. Uncle Charlie says, everyone can learn from me if they want it. Bottom line, eat for nutrition, not for entertainment. That's true. That's for anybody. When you eat for the nutrition of it and not the entertainment, it's easy to do this diet. It's easy to do this lifestyle. Shellbell wants to know what my goal weight is. My next goal weight I want is 200 pounds. That puts me at the BMI of under being overweight. At 200 pounds, I'm at normal weight for my height. But my ultimate goal weight, I want to be down to 190. That way, when my regular fluctuations in weight, that 10-pound up and down, I'll still stay under 200 pounds, so I'll still stay normal weight. And from there, I'll just see how it goes. Everybody's still saying hi. East Coast, West Coast charters. Good evening. How are you doing today? Nice to see you in here. Yeah, Aaron, your DBR was 13. That was actually amazing. I'm really happy for you to get that. That was a 4.5 for your ketones. You just nailed it. Hey, I love your content. And you say my name. Yeah. I've never figured out my Dr. Boz ratio. It's basically you divide your glucose by your ketones, and it gives you a ratio on there. It's in from 80 to 40 is a weight loss zone. 40 to 20 is a metabolic reset area, and then 20 and lower is for stuff like cancer and epilepsy, seizures, stuff like that, for really specific and extreme healing of the brain and stuff like that. Jerry's DBR was 25. That's awesome. Yeah, at least you spell Aaron's different. That's good. Yeah. Showbell says it is for me. Fasting used to be a breeze. Now I struggle. Not sure why. It's all in the mind, and that's one of the things that I've come to realize, that the more I understand why I'm doing something, the better I am able to push past it. Knowing that the hunger waves come generally at the times where you're supposed to be eating. They'll come a little bit before, maybe a little bit after. But knowing that they're going to come at that time, and they're only going to last for a few minutes. It doesn't take long and you're out of them. Knowing that has been a great help, and especially that was pointed out to me by a friend, and it made a lot of sense, and it's really helped in the last couple of weeks fasting. Let's see, I saw that this morning, Aaron. Yep. Uncle Charlie, you look better than all 50-year-old guys I know. And Bob from Carnivore Talk looks great for 50 as well. Well, thanks, Uncle Charlie. I appreciate that. You have to be very careful. I came off of having anorexia nervosa, and mentally, I'm a different person than I was at 19. Yeah, and you do. If you have an eating disorder, you do have to watch how you're doing stuff, especially when you're fasting. You'd have thought low 50s. Well, thanks. Aaron said I'll be doing during lunch tomorrow. You work from home tomorrow. That's awesome. Carolina Carnivore, good evening, sir. It's nice to see you here tonight. Jerry is just taking a break right now. They have 2 huge cakes and lemonade with sugar. And it does not faze me. Everybody's eating. I could care less. I'm the same way. In fact, I buy food for my people at work from time to time. And sometimes it's garbage like that, but that's what they eat. And I don't eat it. But it's nice to be able to do stuff for the employees and for people like that. And I've also took my time and spent my money, and I smoked 2 briskets and brought them in, one for my day shift and one for my night shift, so that they each had brisket. And I told them, if you guys want sides, you got to provide your own sides, but I'll provide the briskets. You didn't think I was 59 pulling my leg? Well, I am. I am 59 years old. I was born January 7, 1967. It was actually in a snowstorm. And until my brother got his name, was 2 kids shoveled my mom and dad's car out, She told them if she ever had another kid, she would name that child after those two boys. And those 15, 16 months later, my brother was born, and he's named after those two boys that shoveled out the car. A carnivore lifestyle helps keep us young, and it does. It's amazing what it does for a person. I don't think I'm going to ever catch up to the comments tonight. You guys are just going at it in the chats. I like it. Bacon runner, my fasting consists of skipping breakfast yesterday and today, going back to bacon tomorrow. Absolutely. Angie, jump in and say howdy. I'm fasting today because I wasn't hungry. I thought I should wait until I'm hungry. Absolutely. That's one of the things that Dr. Boz says is you're not hungry until you're ready to eat sardines. So if you can eat sardines, then you can eat. All right, John, you'll be listening. We just got to get back to work. Yeah, you rock out, Jerry. Uncle Charlie says you had to see the shit. You had to see the shit food these people were eating on the 4th of July. I stuck to eating. That's why I ate 6 burgers, 12 spare ribs, had barbecue sauce on them. Oh well, right? And what I do when I've had stuff like that where it's really, really iffy on whether I should be eating it, I'll eat it and I'll fast afterwards. It doesn't bother me. It helps to clear the junk out of your system and does the body good. Aaron said his DEXA scan showed he had 30% body fat, so working on that. Really? For your height and your weight right now, I didn't think you'd be anywhere near 30%. Is that visceral fat or is that subcutaneous? Yep, Shellbell. And the amounts of alcohol these people were pouring down their throat was unexplainable. You can only imagine. Oh, I know. They get crazy like that, don't they? So did you figure out Dr. Boz ratio in the morning after you eat? Yes. That's when, in the morning, when you first wake up, is basically when your Dr. Boz recommends that you check the ratio. And you want to do it within a few minutes of waking. Dr. Boz recommends you test on the toilet. So while you get up, first thing you got to do is go to the bathroom, right? So sit down, take out your meter, check your blood sugars, check your ketones, and use those numbers while you're doing your morning business. I can't wait till they come out with the CKM so I can get a continuous ketone monitor so I can actually just see what it is through the night and get a better idea how it runs. Because there are times where your blood sugars are going to be different, just like at night when you're sleeping, your blood sugars go up and down. Your ketones do the same thing. So be interesting to see because we're only getting a small snapshot. You know what I'm saying, that word. The cigar smoking one after another, they chase their wife away from them. Yeah. Some people don't like cigar smoke. I don't care for smoke at all. Thank you. I sure feel younger. Yep. I was feeling 80 before I started. Couldn't walk now. I do just about everything. Thank God. Right, Shellbell? It's amazing what this diet does for somebody. You change and you start eating the fat, and it makes a huge difference. Isabella, good evening. It's nice to see you here tonight. Yeah, the morning is the best time to do the DBR. They had a candy bar at work today. All sorts of candy, chocolate, popcorn, gummies. Walked right past it. Way to go, Aaron. That's the way to do it. Carnivore Ron 71 years old and you'll be 72 in a few months and doing great. I mean, you've really made a big difference in your life. It's awesome, Shellbell. I definitely understand. I could bend over and polish my toenails today. I could breathe normally. Yes, that is a blessing, is it not? Yep. Before you do anything in the morning, take your blood sugars. So, Lee, how are you doing? That's a different symbol. Okay. Iodine is a big scam, Uncle Charlie says. I believe years ago, no one was taking it. They were just jumping on the Dr. Kenberry train. Well, yes and no, Uncle Charlie. Our foods are really depleted in stuff like iodine. About a year ago, and I hadn't seen Dr. Berry talk about this. I saw somebody else talking about it. And I, like, when I fast right now, my hands get cold. Before, even just sitting here, even when I was eating, my hands would be cold. When I started taking iodine, it was maybe a day later, 2 days later, that coldness went away. I did that for it was maybe a month that I took the iodine. And I've done it one other time since then where I've taken it consistently for a couple of weeks. And that's just to get rid of that coldness in my body. And it works. Not when I'm fasting, but it works, regular time. Yeah, hey, hit that like button. I'd appreciate that. Isabel saying hi. Uncle Charlie, same thing with electrolytes. Nobody was taking them years ago, and Element is overrated. It's a shame everyone is jumping on the train. When you first start the carnivore diet, you don't need Element, you don't need all these stuff, but you do need more salt because once your kidneys start releasing all the stored water weight that you have, it will flush out all your electrolytes in your body. So you do have to replenish them. I've had terrible cramps, and what's helped them is the raw, unflavored Element. And sometimes I just take magnesium glycinate at night before I go to bed. But even after I've taken some of that, sometimes I'll still cramp, and I get up and I'll make a raw Element and I'll drink that, and within minutes it goes away. Yeah, sweets don't tempt you. That's good. Angie, crossing my legs, tying my shoes. It's a small but huge things for those of us that couldn't, right? See, I remember when I was doing Insanity and the stretches afterwards, where you're basically doing like your one leg's in the back, the other one's in the front, and you're doing a squat, and then touching the floor flat-handed. For so many months, I could not do that because my belly was in the way. And the first day I was able to do that, I was so excited. I actually had made my wife come take a picture of me being able to do it. My belly was still pretty big then, but it was really cool. It's not even close anymore to what it was back then. Uncle Charlie says, and if you eat your meat, you don't need creatine. Another scam people. Yeah. You don't take any of that and you do blood work every 3 months. They say if you put iodine in coffee, it kills the power of it. It may harm some of it, but it's not hot enough to actually do too much harm to it. And as Angie is saying, it's different for everyone, Uncle Charlie. We're all made different. And it's all okay. We have to accept that what works for one doesn't work for all. Find your N of one. Absolutely. And that's exactly right, Angie. What works for Uncle Charlie might not work for everybody. What's working for me isn't going to work for everybody. We all have to find our own way and our own way of doing this. And it really helps. Glucose ketone index. The GKI is what comes with the Keto Mojo on the app. When you first do your testing, it's set to GKI. It's just a glucose ketone index. You can use that, or you can use the Dr. Boz ratio. You can go into the settings and you can change GKI or DBR. DBR for some people is easier to figure out. So, well, me too. Touching the floor flat-handed, it was exciting. It really was. Ron says, I can pick up things on the floor without a grabber now. What an exciting thing for me. First time in decades. And it is, too. It is so exciting when you can do something like that. Like just going to the water cooler and filling the coffee pot and kneeling and doing it and standing up without pain, without your knees cracking, without sounding like an old man. It is so cool to be able to do stuff like that. All right. Well, I had a PowerPoint I was going to put on here, but that got knocked out. I did get to put on the other stuff. Got a few minutes. Anybody want to jump on and just shoot the shit for just a minute or two? I can throw the link here in the chat if anybody wants to come on, say hi. I can pin it. Maybe. There we go. If anybody wants to come on and say hi, you can. If not, I don't mind that either because, oh, look at that. Aaron jumped right in. Good evening, Aaron. How you doing?
Oh, hold on. I got to turn off my YouTube. There we go.
All right.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I was not feeling the greatest at work today. I was just kind of like in no mood to be there. Then I jumped on and did that walk, and I felt really good after that. I enjoyed the conversation with everybody, and I felt good. And then I went to the gym after work, got that done, and then had a little dinner. So yeah, we're doing good tonight. We're doing good.
Oh, absolutely. It was a nice walk, a nice chat. You talk to the people in the chat, so it's actually really nice that you do stuff like that. I haven't gotten to that point where I feel like I can do that because if I walked around my work, nobody would be able to hear me because of where I work. It's extremely loud.
I couldn't do it inside. It's only if I can do it outside. It would be too distracting for people inside, or if I went into the gym and just like walked on the treadmill, people would probably look at me kind of funny, to be honest. But I don't mind. It was good. I enjoy it. It keeps me motivated to make sure I'm going out on a walk instead of just like sitting on my butt at my desk, drinking a diet soda or something. Good for me.
And how are you doing there, Brian?
Howdy, sir. I was so glad to eat that hamburger. I didn't even want to wait for the roast, and that was a good smelling roast. I will enjoy it tomorrow.
Right? That's kind of what I did today.
What did you say?
When I got home, I got all this set up, and I went out and I threw some bacon in the microwave to crisp it up a little bit more. And I came in here and saw that it was at 72 hours over, and I was like, heck yeah, I'm stopping that timer. I'm eating.
I'm thinking about changing up some things. I'm thinking about doing what's tomorrow? Friday. Start on Friday and go to the 14th or 15th and do sardines and switch them back and forth with water fast and see how that goes. My Dr. Boz ratio was 23 this morning. I wish it would have been a little bit lower, but I'm still happy with that.
Well, 23 is actually pretty good still.
Yeah. I want to get it in the teens for an extended period of time and see how that works.
Yeah, it's amazing when you get down into those levels. And Ron, I see you're trying to come on. It says your device is not connected and your mic and camera aren't on, so it won't let me add you into the stream at all. I want to try back out and try it again.
When you were having the problems earlier, I had the chat on on my screen, and I couldn't see the one that you have right now. And when you started having the problems, it booted my chat off too. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's just like that one comment from Aaron. I couldn't click on it. And I don't know where it's at now. I was just trying to scroll back to see if I could find it, but it wouldn't even let me click on that one from Aaron. I couldn't even put it up on the screen. So I don't know what the heck was going on with this stuff. There's Ron. Hey, Ron, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. You guys?
Nice to see you tonight.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do a live chat on Kiltz's channel tomorrow morning.
Awesome.
So I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous about doing a live one, but we'll see.
It's no different than what we're doing right here.
Yeah.
It really is.
You
Aaron
got it
just
wrong.
did it on Monday. I did
don't
it last
think Kiltz
Friday.
I don't think Kiltz is going to be there, though. I think it's just going to be Aaliyah.
He was
Yeah.
fun. We had fun, just the two of us.
Right?
That'd be fun
It'll
to
be
go
good,
on.
Ron.
Hey,
Have you been on there, Brian?
no, I would love to go on there though. Earlier we had Dean in here. Did you see that? Have you seen Dean's channel?
Okay, who's Dean? What's his screen name?
I'm gonna mix it up. Oh crud! Now my brain just went sideways. He was talking about your internet connection. I can't think of the name of his channel right now to save my life.
Okay, yes, I saw. I know who you're talking about now.
He had on Dean Mack. He interviewed him on his channel, and Dean's channel's. He did his first first live a couple of weeks ago. His channel popped up, and I was going to tell you about him the other day, and I forgot. But
Is that
it was
why
a great
Carnivore
interview.
Explained?
Yeah. It was a great interview. If you get a chance, head over there and watch that interview with Dean Mack. It was a good interview.
Awesome. I'll have to do that. So, anybody have any non-scale victory or any fasting victories to talk about tonight?
Hey,
I
Lance,
didn't.
you asked me about my body fat when I told you. What was the question you had asked me? I'm looking at the score now. You
I
had
was
asked
asking you if how much of it was the visceral fat versus how much was adipose tissue.
okay. Well, I'm learning how to read these numbers. My visceral fat was 565 grams, which on this says is normal.
Yeah.
So that's really good. I don't, and the other one was, what was it? The
Adipose tissue?
it doesn't quite say that on this score,
It's-
adipose tissue.
The
Hmm.
non-visceral fat.
Is that the fat-free mass? Would that be the same? I don't know.
No.
Nope. I'm still learning my way around this. Fat mass. Fat mass says 53 pounds, but that may be a little bit different. Maybe there's more
Right,
to this
and
little test.
And that's where they would get 53 pounds of fat mass with your body weight would probably come out to about that 30%. And that would make what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It might be all your fat, including visceral fat and adipose tissue that brings you up to there.
Yeah, and that's I just wanted to know, and like I said, I went up to Toronto for this because I got it for under $40 American because I paid Canadian, which is a good deal. So
Right.
worth the 2-hour drive for me.
That's awesome.
And now I can see why you say don't do the Dr. Boz ratio, like do it in the morning. Because I just
Yeah.
played with it now because I haven't touched my Keto Mojo in a while. Yeah, it's like 234. So
Well, see,
Well-
when I'm fasting like this, my ketones are generally higher in the evening. But you want to do it in the morning when you first wake up, so that your cortisol is at a set level, and it's just the way that she has found that works best to tell what level of healing you are with your fasting and with your ketones.
They they go up and down all day long. The
Yeah.
morning's the best time before you do anything. Aaron, Dr. Boz has a ton of videos. They're not that long on it, and I would highly recommend it. And there's some lives that she did that are really good on this
Yeah.
subject. A lot of people complain about it and everything, but we were talking about this last night. If you don't test, you can't fix it.
Correct.
I usually
can't-
was testing it during like my sardine fast or when I was doing a fast. I don't normally just test it to test it. But I probably should do that a little bit more often, especially now that I'm doing more like working out, exercising, and all of that now. So I think I should probably test that a little bit more.
Yeah, Angie
I,
says the subcutaneous fat, it's the non-visceral fat according to her scale anyway. Yeah, that's what it is. And Uncle Charlie says he's not losing weight, but he's losing inches, getting more definition of chest, arms, shoulders. Walking by my neighbor at the supermarket, she didn't recognize me. That's a non-scale victory right there. You know? And that's one of the things that's happened even with me when I wasn't losing weight and I was actually gained some weight. My body changed. You know, my waist still got smaller than what it was, and I still felt better. Everything else, I didn't gain, fat, and my pants didn't fit it again anymore. They still fit better than they did when I was lighter weight. So, your body does do a recomposition of the fat and the muscle in your body too.
Yeah, I have some of my wife's friends will come over and they'll say, Ron, you've lost too much weight.
Right?
I didn't think I'd ever hear that.
But it feels good, doesn't it? I mean, and
yeah,
you look good.
I love the non-scale victories. My favorite one was when I was standing in front of the picture window and the mail lady was walking up and my shorts fell off. That's my all-time favorite.
That's just not right, Brian.
I know it wasn't right. Thank God she wasn't looking.
I like
My
it when I
non-
fire with people and they notice the change in me. Like when I haven't seen them in months or a year,
Oh, yeah.
they always like, oh wow, you've lost a ton of weight. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating real food.
Right? That's why I tell people now too. What are you doing? I'm like, I just eat whole foods. I don't eat anything that has a label. If it has ingredients, I don't eat it.
My non-scale for today is I made it a year on DDPY. That first week was pretty rough, and there were some bumps in that road. But if you find your part of your tribe, because I have several tribes, and you know it, and the making it through that, learning about myself and learning how my body works, changed a lot of things. It not only helped my weight loss journey, but how I feel and how I deal with things. I would have never posted those pictures, the before and after, the first probably 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6 months, that I would have never did that. I would have never come on your thing. You wouldn't even have saw me in the chat. Things have definitely changed.
Same here.
I know that DDP yoga is an amazing thing. It's helped so many people.
Yeah, I can't tell enough people about it. And everybody goes, oh, the wrestler, and he is more than that.
It's true, a life changer.
He was one of my favorite wrestlers too.
Right? I like DDP and I like Jake the Snake.
Yeah. Jake the Snake, his story, the movie that they've got, he's incredible. Well, all of the movies in there.
Yeah, some of these wrestlers have some real incredible stories that they've incredible stuff that they've done in their lives. You know, Diamond Dallas Page, what he's doing and helping people is tremendous. Because he's helped out a lot of former wrestlers too and helped them out.
Yep.
Oh, so hey, you know, I need to go eat now.
Yeah, I was about to sign out, so you guys have a good day.
I'm back on the intermittent, so I was one and done today.
Yeah. Well, and are you gonna be doing anything, Aaron, for fasting?
What was that?
I'm sorry. Brian was talking and I talked over him. What were you saying, Brian?
The chat and everything, even my the phone is off tonight. I mean, by a lot. Usually it's just the TV and the phone's on point, and it's just strange tonight. Everything on the internet is weird.
Yeah, it's been that way for me at work today too, with doing stuff on Teams. Everything's just been really off today and really choppy.
Hey, gentlemen, we need to do something with sardines. Come up with a fast idea or something, or a challenge, and try to get some people involved. Spanky, if you're in here, we're thinking of you.
Yeah, Spanky's in here. How you doing, Spanky?
Spanky absolutely hates sardines. Every chance I get, I offer to send him a case.
Where is that? This right here is my $13 can of sardines. I have not opened it yet.
Ooh.
This is
You don't like those.
This is like a like with a truffle flavor. I mean, this is just some of my sardines and mussels. I bought these mussels. Have you guys had mussels?
Yeah.
Have you done mussels? Do they work the same along a sardine fast? Are they fine?
I don't know about that.
They're good, but your top three are sardines, mackerel, and eggs. And I would need to research that more. But yeah, I've thrown in mussel and canned salmon. Dr. Nelson put out a video the other day on farm raised salmon, just right before Dr. Kiltz.
Did they have like a falling out or something? What happened to Dr. Nelson?
I don't know.
I
wish I knew.
I don't know.
I don't know. It just kind of like he was there and then gone. I mean, none of my business, of course. But yeah, I have a whole variety of sardines, so we can start a sardine fast anytime you want. I'm good to go for quite a while.
Yeah.
I saw you're holding up some lemon nuri. Where do you live, by the way? I mean, your street address and your house number. I need to know that.
It is Know Your Role Boulevard. You know what? I got a lot of these I got these on World Market, and that iHerb is where I got most of these from. But yeah, I don't know what I'm saving this one for. I did try the white anchovies. Have you guys had those? The white anchovies?
No, I just started seeing them though.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Not cheap, but they're better than a sardine. Or not a sardine. Better than a regular anchovy, because I can't do anchovies. I tried it and I could not. I had one bite. I just couldn't do it. The white one I could do better, but
the white ones are not salted and fermented. The smaller fillets are salted, and those I use when I cook. When I cook, you toss some of those in your pan and they'll melt down, and add what's the Japanese word? Umami.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my mom talks about it all the time. How there's an Italian dish, they put that in the sauce. They put anchovies in the sauce. But by far, these are my favorite. The French ones, those are my favorite. Especially the ones in butter. Those are my those are my treats. But yeah, we can definitely do that. We can definitely get a sardine fast set up, and I got to be in touch with you, Brian, to set up this interview we're going to do. because I want to get that going. We just got to decide if we want to do it live or if we want to do it pre-recorded. I'm not fancy like Dave Mack, so don't expect any fancy editing. And with Lance, I
Either
need
way,
to pick your brain on some of this stuff.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, we can actually set
anyway,
up
you want to-
a stream where we could sit and talk with each other and go over stuff like this here, and it would be just between us. It'd be just like doing an interview, but we could just talk to each other and not go live on it.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you're doing well with like the StreamYard and stuff, and I'm still trying to work my way around figuring out YouTube and all of that. Like I was just playing on the Mighty Network. I'm like, well, how do I link my YouTube to this? I don't get how I would do that, so I'll be playing with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get
it's
a new
fun.
phone. I'm gonna have to get a new phone. This one's starting
Right.
to warm up. Last night it started doing. First thing that goes is the sound. It starts clicking. I'm going, all right, it's getting ready to boot me off. That's why I jumped off last night. Tonight it's lasted longer, but I also
Right.
wasn't doing anything before. So yeah, I can't have that happen on another live.
Well, I was nervous about that because I was just using my Chromebook the other. Yeah, he disappeared. I was using my Chromebook
Right.
for it with Alia the other day. I'm like, please don't mess up on me now. My mom gave me her old laptop because I was looking for upgrading my laptop now, but I don't really feel like spending, a silly amount on one right now. So
They can be expensive. Hey,
Yeah.
Uncle Charlie wants to know when's your next live, Aaron.
I'm going to be doing it around 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'm going to be going for a walk again. And then besides those, it'll be on Forgiveness Monday. The afternoon seems to be doing pretty well, and that is graduation day. So I think I'm probably going to do it like a little bit middle of the afternoon before graduation. So I'll figure out the exact time, but the lunch times will generally start between 11 and 11:15 every day if I'm able to, meeting, work happens. So, can't always promise it. But that'll be when I do my walks for like 25 minutes or so. I was late back to work again today, Whippy.
Yeah, kicked you right off there. It was good timing.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to interfere with what, with Larry's meeting during the week either. So,
Right.
but
And that's Monday and Tuesday. He doesn't have it, so
yep. And that's why I started, with Monday. It's nice because there's not much going on Mondays. So I figure, hey, if people join. If I get a few people to watch, we had a good conversation going today. I really enjoyed that. So hey, that's what I like to do.
all right. Well, I appreciate. I'm gonna let you go now. Let everybody else go. I'm gonna head out and I'm gonna go get something to eat now.
Well,
Something
go
doesn't last
eat
super well.
go have a big piece of chocolate cake. All right, Lance.
No. Have a good one, Aaron. Thank you.
You too. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. And thanks for everybody for coming on. I appreciate it. And we'll see you Saturday morning.